Alright. Should I do it like this? Or like this? Let's do it like this. Great. Okay. So, I'm doing this live video right now. I shared an article from CBC News regarding Hamilton's opiate fentanyl overdose crisis. So in 10 days alone, this has happened very recently, 29 people have OD'd on this really bad drug. So what I am going to do right now, hey Carla, you're going to have to give me a minute. What I'm going to do right now, people have been commenting on that article I shared, wanting to know about the Naloxone Kit. So I typed it out, but in this video, I am going to do a quick walkthrough of the Naloxone Kit. It's, so it's this thing right here, okay? This is the Naloxone Kit. You can get it at your local pharmacy, so like Rexall Pharma Plus, Shoppers Drug Mart, and also smaller private pharmacies. Like David's Drug Mart. You can also go to Guardian Pharmacy. So pretty much accredited Ontario pharmacy are able to supply these to people, and it's paid for by the government of Ontario, so it is free for anyone who wishes to get one. So what you do is you take your health card and you walk into the pharmacy, you go to the drop-off pickup counter, and you tell the pharmacist that you're here to get training on the Naloxone Kit and to pick one up. You present your health card, they'll take down your information, you go to a back corner, and then you get your training, and then you get your Naloxone Kit, and then on top of that, you'll be registered in their system. So if you ever have to use this kit here, and you want or need, I'm gonna say the word need. So if you use this kit and you need to replenish, like get another one, go back to that same pharmacy you went to originally. Your information is already there. Yes, they'll bring your health card for ID purposes, but you're already in the system, and they'll give you another one. You won't have to redo the training. Just hand you another one, and on your way you go. So we're gonna do a quick walkthrough. I'm gonna open this kit up. So give me 2 seconds here. Ugh, hang on. It would be easier if I had two hands. Hang on. And me working in the healthcare field, it's good to have this, especially doing home healthcare and, you know, having to go around the city for our clients. So, it's very good to have this nonetheless. It's very small, as you can see. It's portable, so you can put it in your purse or car or whatever. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we're going to start with over here. Let me turn this around. Okay, so hang on. So as you can see right there, that's the kit here. I don't know. So what I'm going to show you is you guys get your alcohol swabs, okay? Here, the healthcare brand. CPR face shield. If you ever needed to do CPR when you're administering them to the naloxone when someone's ODing, you have a CPR face shield for protection. If you ever have to give mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You get a pair of hospital gloves, okay? One size fits all, so it's a universal size. And then you also, you also on top of that will get a description. So this is a little card here. It's a description of the Opiate Overdose Emergency Treatment Kit. It tells you the contents and the manufacturer and who it's assembled and distributed by. Alright, so let me put this stuff in this little mesh compartment here. Give me 2 seconds. Here you go, folks. Put that back there. Alright, so now we're going to get into the knitting group. Okay, so here, in this vial, okay, this container here, there is 2 vials. There's vials of the drug, the naloxone. So there's enough here for 2 doses. So there's 2 small vials, each one with a dose each, so 2 doses altogether. Quantity 2. There is 0.4 milligrams of the drug per milliliter, and it expires. This one expires 2020-04, so April of 2020. So it's good until then. And it says like SOS and oxylum as well. So you have enough for 2 doses. 2 doses. So that's that. And then you also have 2 needles and syringes. Okay. So if you have to administer a second dose to the same person, or another person's overdosing, do not use the same needle. Use a clean one. That's very imperative. You use a clean needle. That's why they've provided 2 of these. Okay, 1. Let me turn this around. Hang on. 1. 2. Always use a fresh one. Never use the same one, even if it's on the same person. Don't. Now, here's the thing. If you the needle at the very end is very, very sharp, and it's sharp enough to go through a pair of jeans. So if you're not able to or a shirt or whatever. So if they're covered by clothing and you can't like get a part of their or cut a part of their clothing off, do not waste time trying to do that. These needles are very sharp, and they're sharp enough to go through any kind of clothing material, whether it's jeans, leather, polyester, cotton. This is strong enough to puncture any clothes to get right into where you need to inject it. So, and also, it's like a little sticker at the bottom. It's like in, but it has a little description here. Follow the save me steps below to respond. So if the person must be left unattended for any A, B, or C reason at any given time, put them into the recovery position, as I typed in my article that I shared earlier. And obviously, it's you have to call 911. Obviously, right? When this is happening. So I recommend that if someone is around, you get that other person to call 911, because you can't waste time to administer the naloxone. So get the other person to call 911 as you are administering the drug. So, alright, so now we're going to talk about what the steps are. So first step is you need to stimulate them. So what I mean by that is you gotta like just give them a little nudge, right, or a little like very little shake, right, just to see like if they're responsive already. More than likely they're not going to be responsive at all, but just give them like a little nudge or a little shake, okay. That's called stimulate. If they don't respond to that, which I'm pretty sure they won't if they're overdosing, you want to check their airway to make sure it is not blocked. Alright, so like open their mouth. Don't worry, you have gloves, chill. But open their mouth and make sure their airways are not blocked. And what you need to do is ventilate after that. So what you need to do is 1 breath for every 5 seconds, CPR, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You have your CPR face shield, you have your gloves, so relax, you're protected, so chill. Alright, I do that in chest compressions. I do that a few times. If he's still not responding, which if they're overdosing, there's a chance they might not. What you need to do is evaluate. So just give them a quick look over, check their pulse, and then what you need to do if they're not responding, you need to like really quickly fill up, rip this bad boy open, get the vial out, fill it up. Make sure that you do not get any air in the needle when you're filling up the drug. You do not want any air in that needle. So make sure there's no air going in that needle. It's just strictly the drug you need to inject. And then what you need to do is a muscular injection. So that's like the leg or the arm. Okay. Do not waste time trying to look for a vein if a part of the body is not covered by clothing. Do not waste time trying to find a fucking vein. I tell you that right now. Okay, and what I'm telling you, they're gonna at the training at the pharmacy that you will receive, they're gonna tell you and show you the exact same thing. So I am not, I'm not giving you wrong information here. I'm giving you exactly what you need to know. If they're not, if they're overdosing on this fentanyl, opiate, carfentanil bullshit, do not waste time trying to find a vein. Okay, that's why it's called muscular injection. So don't even waste time trying to get cut pieces of their clothing if they're covered. The needle is sharp enough to puncture. So just stab right in the leg, right in the arm, muscular injection, the whole vial, the whole dose, the whole first dose, right in. Okay. So 1 milliliter, that's 1 vial of the naloxone. That's exactly what you need to do. So just, that's what you need to do. Okay. And then after that, evaluate. So give them a quick look over again. See if they're going to snap out of it and respond. Check their pulse, check their airways, etc. and so forth. If they're not responding, if 911 has not got there yet, what you need to do is quickly decide, do you need another dose or do I wait? I'm going to tell you right now, if they need a second dose and 911, the paramedics have not got there yet, give them a second dose. Okay, a second dose. Don't waste time. So open up another needle. Use the second needle, folks. Open it up. Get the second dose of naloxone. Fill it up. Make sure no air is getting in that needle, and give them another round. Okay. Again, another muscular injection. Okay. So after you give that, I recommend still repeating your CPR in between doses. So if they're not responding, I'm going to backtrack. So if they're not responding after the first dose, give them a quick another mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, chest compressions. If you're still not responding, give them a second dose. 911 still hasn't got there. Relax. You keep doing what you're doing until help arrives. So after the second dose, just still not responding, continue with CPR. Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You have don't worry, you have your CPR face shield, your chest compressions. If they happen to snap out of it after the first or second dose, they're going to be really pissed off with you, okay? They're going to be very angry because you just basically reverse their overdose, reverse the drug that's in their system, and reverse their high. So they're going to be really, really, really pissed off with you for doing that. Do not take it personally, okay? This is what addicts do when, if they're brought out of it, they're really angry, really pissed off. But more than likely, they're going to be angry if they snap out of it for help arise, and then on top of that, they're most likely going to get sick. They're going to vomit. They're going to puke. Okay? So if they start puking, I would hope that you already put this person into a recovery position before all this. But if you haven't done so already, put them into a recovery position immediately if they start puking. If there's no bucket around or nothing to contain the vomit, let them puke on the sidewalk or on the floor. Let them puke it out. Now, when the paramedics do get there, you need to tell the paramedics word for word exactly what happened and what you did. So mention all about how much Naloxone you injected them with, your CPR, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, chest compressions. You need to tell the paramedics when you get there all of that information. So that way they know and they have a record of what you did to help save this person's life. Okay? And then from there, the paramedics will take over and they'll thank you or whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But then the paramedics will take over from there. Okay? So that's exactly what you need to do. So that's a pretty quick walkthrough, mind you, of this kit, but now you have a general can't speak this today, general idea, okay? What else can I tell you? Oh, okay, so if you're encountered a situation and you suspect it's an overdose and you do exactly what I'm telling you or do exactly what the pharmacy is going to train you on, which is exactly what I just told you anyways, but if they're just really passed out drunk or whatever, don't worry. Naloxone will not hurt a drunk person at all. It will not. If they're just passed out on alcohol, this drug will not harm them in the slightest. This is a very harmless drug. There is no high associated with it. It's very harmless. No one can overdose. You can't harm another human being with the naloxone. Okay? That's why it is safe to give it out to the public. That's why the government of Ontario is paid for it. That's why you're able to get it, receive training, and administer it. Okay? It is safe. You cannot hurt any living soul with the naloxone drug. It is totally safe. Okay? So if they're just passed out drunk, which might be a possibility, okay? Don't worry. It's not going to harm them. It's not going to do anything to them, really. It's not going to reverse how drunk they are, because this is designed specifically for the opiate, fentanyl, fentanyl, oh, Jesus Christ. Overdose. It doesn't reverse intoxication, but it will not harm them in the slightest, so don't worry about that, okay? But do not waste time. Time is very valuable in a situation like that, whether it's in public or privately. It is very imperative that you do not waste time and you get this kit out and you unzip it, you know, do not waste time. Do not waste time trying to find a vein. So inject it. If you have to inject it, the thighs are a good area. The shoulders, their ass cheek, if you have to, obviously. The front of their chest here. So anywhere where there's muscle. Okay, it's a muscular injection, not a vein one. So do not waste time looking for a vein. Okay, that's time that you can afford to lose. It's muscular. So any part of the body that has a muscle, inject it in. All right, so that's a quick walkthrough. I have to put this kit back together. Give me 2 seconds here. If you're the only person around and you're the only one that can call 911, what I recommend doing is have your phone like pressed up against your ear. Use your shoulder to hold your phone like against your ear, right? While you're talking to the 911 operator. And at the same time while you're doing that, begin your treatment, begin your CPR resuscitation, begin your naloxone injection, right? So have your phone like cooped up like this, you know, with your shoulder, you know, supporting it. I think you know what I'm talking about. So that way when she's talking, the operator's talking to you and you're talking to the operator at the same time, you're already administering the treatment to save this person's life. Okay? That's if you're by yourself, but if there's another person around, you get that person to get on the phone 911 as you're doing your job. So, hang on. Ugh. Shit, hang on. I'm trying to zip up this kit. Give me 2 seconds here, folks. Okay. Alright. So, also, it has a cute little belt clip loop here. Oh my god. Here. Wait, where is it? There it is. Okay, so you can attach it to your pant loop if you really wanted to. It has the clip here for it. And yeah, in this cute little black and white pouch with a silver ambulatory symbol on it, and in the middle of that symbol it says naloxone. Okay, so I encourage you, go to your local pharmacy today and go and get this. Okay, you will not regret it, and you'll feel much better having it on you in case and it happens. It can happen anywhere. Okay, it can happen. You know, if you have friends or family over, it can happen to one of them because right? It can happen in public. It can happen at work. It can happen at school. Like, you never know when this incident might happen because that's how bad this crisis is. Not just for my city, but elsewhere as well. Like, it is very bad. So, get your kit. It is free. There's no reason as to why you shouldn't get one. So, oh, it's too expensive this, or I don't have time that. No, there's no excuse for it. Go and get one. Okay? You will not regret it. Okay, so go and get one. It is free. Don't worry about money. Bring your health card. And go and get your training at the pharmacy by the pharmacist. Go pick it up. And if you ever have to use it, replenish at the same pharmacy you went to. Okay? Alright, so that's my quick little walkthrough video on the Naloxone Kit. Hope you guys find this informative. And again, whatever I tell you in this video is what the pharmacy or the pharmacists are going to tell and train you on anyways. So I'm not, I'm giving you the same information ahead of time. So, without further ado, I'll catch you guys all later. Have a good day, and, yeah, see you later.